There we go, that looks better. There we go. Hey everybody, sorry I'm late, I just had to grab my runners. Got a couple people here. Can you hear me? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. Okay, so the usual, we're going to be going through 5 racks of 8-ball, and we're going to break. We're going to talk about, are we going to shoot stripes or are we going to shoot solids, and why are we going to make that decision? And then we're going to pick a pattern to try to run out, and hopefully we do. And if not, then we're going to flip, and now we're the opponent. And we'll just continue to go back and forth through the game. And we go through 5 racks, and we bounce ideas off each other about pattern play, techniques, and all kinds of fun stuff like that about 8-ball. And that's the show. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. I see my viewer base has been growing a little bit, which is fantastic. And I hope to be also producing some more videos here shortly. So stay tuned for those. All right. You can see, Anno, what's up? You can see that, look at this, buddy. Can you see those clear things there? I decided to go back to my alpha rack because playing with that shittier ball set just wasn't doing it for me. So there's another big event coming up in Red Deer, which is close to me, in August, and I will be participating in the singles there. It's going to be played on the new Predator tables. I imagine with Aramith black balls, or maybe these Predator balls, probably these Predator balls, and so it's advantageous for me to play with this equipment right now. So that's why I'm doing it. Let's get into this. Let's do rack number 1. Yeah, I know, you can't even tell they're there. It's awesome. So here's the break. Rack 1. Okay. What are we shooting, folks? I see we have some trouble areas right here. The 10 ball is a problem ball, but it's easily broken out there with the 15. So usually what I like to do is I like to look at the solids first and then the stripes. So solids, what kind of shots do we have? I mean, I have a tight basement, so I'm kind of hampered here, but I could play the 7 ball as an opener. And that would bring me out here for either the 1, the 3, or the 4. And the 4 is not bad. We got to use the 4 to open up these ones. Or we can somehow use the 2 to open these up. Okay. For another opener, we have a shot, the 1 ball into the corner here is an opener. We can make the 4 ball into that corner there. And that's about it. For stripes, I don't really have an opening shot. That's a problem. I got this post here. That stripe doesn't go. It's too much of a cut to try to cut this into the middle. And I can't see enough of this 11 ball here to make it. And I'm also hooked on these. Another thing to consider in an open table is in some rules, and the rules that I play also apply here, is you can play a stripe onto a solid or a solid onto a stripe and keep shooting. So is that something we can do here? Doesn't really look like it. Maybe the bank onto the stripe here would be like a crazy shot to try to go for right off the bat. So I like low ball. I like the 7 ball first and trying to float out here. Float off this rail, come this way. It would be nice if we got a good angle on the 4 to break out this 5-6, or we could play the 2 and come into the 5-6 from this side. So I think that's a shot to play 7 ball. Let's try that. I gotta grab my short cue here. I got my little shorty. So let's try the 7. All right. Bounced a little further than we wanted to, but I just wanted to make sure I made that shot and got into the rack. Now we got some work to do here. I can see the 1 ball to cut. I can cut the 3 ball in the corner. And I can also cut the 4 ball. So I think the play here is to cut the 4 and try to contact the 6. Now, how much of the 6? Let's have a look. To me it looks like I can hit the 6 almost full. Be kind of nice if I could actually hit the inside of the 6, because the cue ball would knock the 6 out, and the cue ball would come off this rail and hit the 9. If I could hit it hard enough, the 9 would come out here, and the cue ball might come down for a shot on the 2, or it could stop there and we might have a shot at the 6. So for me right here, I like the 4 ball into the corner. What do you guys think? Bang time, what's up? 7 in the corner into the 8. This is the 4 ball. Or this is the 3 ball. You're thinking the 3 ball and come this way into the 8 ball? Okay, I see what you're saying. Oh, first shot. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, what about now, Bang Time? What do you say? I'm thinking this 4 ball right here is the only shot, really. And also, that's what we were playing position for. Yeah, that 7 ball that I cut in, it was too thin for me to get any spin on and get all the way down into the 8. So I think the 4 ball is a shot. And I'm going to try to hit it on the thinner side so that I can catch the inside of this 6 ball. Let's try that. It looks like I'm hitting maybe even the top of the 6 or square on the 6, but I'm going to try to cut it thin and use as much of the pocket as possible and see how we do here. We're definitely going to try to develop the 6-5 here off of this shot. Yeah, it was the top side of the 6. Well, we got one of them out, and we did kind of get fortunate on a leaf here. We have the 1 ball into the corner. And now we have the 6 ball. The 6 ball will pot into that corner. So now we just got to get the 5 ball out. So what's the pattern here? The 1 goes here, yeah. Yep. Yeah, the 1 will go. The 1 might go into the middle as well. It's really tight like a toy guy, but we might be able to make it, and that'll give us the angle to come into the 5. Is it worth the risk? I could cut the 2 ball right now as well. I can cut the 2 and come into the 8-6 or 6. I don't think that's beneficial though. Now this is where the advanced player really thinks about how he or she is breaking out the ball. And in my case here, if I am going to break out this 5, I'd like to go off the rail first and into the 5, not just into the 5 or on this side of the 5. Because if I hit this side of the 5, the 5's going towards the rail, and so is the 9. I might not even break it out. But if I can get behind it and hit the 5 into the 9, the 5 will squirt out here, and the cue ball hopefully will stay in this area, and we'll end up with a shot on the 5 ball after our breakup. So that's kind of the next level of how you approach breakout shots. One, 3, 6 for breakout on the 5. Yeah. And that's my friend Andreas, who runs out a lot of tables. And I like my friend's approach because he gets his points and he takes very low risk. You know, by doing that, by doing on Ano's method is, by doing it that way, it's a very smart way to play 8-ball because you're getting rid of some points and you're still leaving the opponent tied up. So if you don't get where you want to be, you still have an opportunity to play safe, right? But if you land perfect, you have an opportunity to win the game. And a nice breakout on this 6. If you got a nice angle on this 6 ball, and you were able to just clip this 9-ball to the cushion, you could roll down the cue ball for the 2, you could have the 5 in the corner, or you could hit it short. As long as you open up the 5 to this corner, then you could use the 2 to get back up to the 5. So that's something to think about for sure, man. Bang time 1, draw 3 rails for the 3. Center left, yeah, that's true. Well, I don't want to veto your suggestions, but I don't like my odds of getting from the 3 to the 6 nicely. There's just so many ways that can go wrong. I mean, if I get on this side of the 6, it's a problem. And if I get too far this way and I'm bringing the cue ball back down there, I got nothing. So I don't know. I think I'm going to try to squeeze this one and go for the breakout right now. And I have the 3-ball for backup. And I think that's the way I would try to do that. And you guys are going to have to just bear with me. I'm going to try this. That's not too bad. We got fortunate there. We ended up with a shot on the 2-ball. We do have a shot on the 3. We have a bank on the 6 if we want. We could play a bank and try to hold for the 5. We could play the 6 into the middle. So it wasn't the popular choice, but that was the choice I was comfortable with. So here we are, and now what is the question? Now what do we play? We got fortunate there. Now how do we put it away? Showed you all the options. I have a lot of options here. The bank is a pretty sick option, but it's pretty high risk. I think if I was under the pressure, I would be shooting this 2-ball for sure. I would feel probably less confident on this 3 because it's dead straight, and I don't know what the benefit is of shooting the 3 right now. I don't think it's very beneficial. Shooting the 6 into the middle, I may do at league night because the side pockets are huge, but my side pockets are actually quite tight. So that is a very difficult shot on my table, and I'd have to load it up with a bunch of top to try to avoid this 5-ball and come back for the 5 into that corner, 5 or 2. But why do that when I have the 2 right now? Now, this is the potting angle of the 2, okay? So you can get an idea where the cue ball is from the potting angle. So the cue ball is headed this way, right? Now, something I was thinking is I could draw this cue ball off of the 2 and hit the 5 square and hold for this difficult 6. Or I could roll through and try to stun up for the 3 even. Or I could roll through and play for the 5 to try to thread this window shoot the 5 in the corner, and come in between the 8 and 10 here. So shoot the 5, cue ball comes through here, out for the 6 in this corner. Or if I got straight on the 5, I could roll down here, and I could play the 6 up to this corner. So there are a few options here, for sure. What do you guys play? 2 ball? Now you play 2, 6, 3, 5, 8. And Bang Time plays 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. Okay. The 8 goes here. Let me see if the 8 goes between these two. No, the 8 does not go here. The 8 will go into this corner, and it'll go into that corner once the solids are gone. And it does go into this corner as well. Okay, I've got your feedback. Let me see how I feel about this. Myself, I like to draw this through into the 6 here. I'm jacked up a little bit, but this is a shot I feel quite comfortable with. To pot this and draw back. But I don't think that's really the smart shot. I think it's a smarter shot to stun and miss the 9 and come out for either the 3 or the 5. Let me see here how I feel about this. Yeah, I'm going to play the stun shot and try to come out for the 5 or the 3. Let's see how I end up. Oh wow, that came out. That toilet bowled in and out of my pocket. I've never done that before. Wow, and I hit it so terribly, like I lost the cue ball completely. Okay, well, that's a disappointment. I can't believe it. Did you see that go in and out, Andres? Wow, I'd like to watch that back in slow-mo later. Okay, now we are stripes. Stripes for me is pretty easy to clean up. And I basically, the way I look at it is I want to get nice on this ball and then get down in here and clean any of these 4 balls out and then the 8 ball. Right, so that's what I'm going to do. That's the pattern I would play on this. I don't get too into it because the 8 goes into this corner. So I'll think of my pattern after I get this 11 ball. For me is the first shot. I could cut the 14 now, but I don't like it because I might kiss the 3 ball and scratch, or I can miss the 3 and then come into all kinds of problems over here. So for me, the obvious choice is to play the 11 and maybe get on this 14 and then, I don't know, shoot the 9, depending on the angle I get. This is how I play 8 ball. I play to areas, and then when I get down to like 3 or 4 balls, then I have a more concrete plan. So let's see here. 11 ball. Now I play this 14. I'm dead straight in. Don't like this, but now I'm going to play the 9 ball. So for me now, I like being able to stun run and be right where the 9 ball is. And my plan is to shoot, because the 8 only goes in this corner, I'm going to play the 9, try to get on the 10. 10 plays to the 15 here, and then I'm going to use this ball as my key ball to get under for the 8 ball into that corner. That's how I see this rack. I can shoot this ball now as well. That's not a bad idea either. But I don't like the way I have an angle. I don't really want to come in. I don't like to come into balls if I don't have to. And there's a chance that I miss this ball and then I kiss this 10 from behind and I tie it up with the 8. Some bad things can happen there. So I don't like that. So I'm actually going to try to roll this 9 in, or just give it a little stun run. So I'm going to try to do a drag so that the cue ball actually just replaces the 9 here. Not too bad. We're pretty good there. Yeah, vulture time. I'm not going to do the vulture though. I could do it. Whoa! Just wanted to be straight on this. Now it's just a simple stop shot. And then we got our 2 rail position for the 8, like I said. I'm a little straighter than I wanted to be here, so I might do a little stun. Bounce it up into that window. Where I have a shot on this 8 ball into the corner. And there it is, rack number 1. It's rack 1. I'm going to put it up, my little pink piece of paper. So what do you think, guys? Thanks for tuning in. I do have a tip of the day that we share at the end of this video, at the end of our 5 racks. My last tip was a kick, a specific kick shot into the corner, and how to use the parallel angle to help you find that kick. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I haven't decided yet. Do you guys have any topics that you would like to discuss during this stream? Is there something that you suck at or something that you're good at that you want to share with us and help us improve on? Is there a tip that you have that can maybe help our community? Let me know in the comments. Get the chat going. This is going to be rack number 2. My break absolutely sucks, but I'm working on it. Give me some breaking tips in the comments, guys. Right now I'm breaking head ball, and I'm trying to keep my bridge hand really tight to the table, and my backhand pretty loose. And what I'm trying to do is be in a more upright position and shift my weight a little bit as I come through. But I don't want to bounce that cue ball too much because I don't want to lose it off the table. So on these small tables, it's easy to bounce it off. So let's try this break. Not bad. Lost the cue ball a little bit. I got a little bit of bottom on that. Immediately my eyes go to solids because of this 5 ball, right? But then immediately I noticed that the 15 is kind of blocking off these 2, and this 1 ball is tied up. So then I'm like, both of them have their problems here. I'm gonna quickly go grab a glass of water, and You guys let me know what the pattern is for this. Do you play stripes or do you play solids? What's the play here, you guys? You got to let me know. For stripes, you know, what are we going to do with that 13? It might be pretty easy to break out the 14 for stripes, but for me, the big problem is the 13. And then for solids, we have a few issues. We have the 7. The 6 is a problem, but we have a triple combination. And this 1 ball is an issue. So let me know. I'm just going to go grab a bubbly. Second ball break, eh? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Second ball break is good. Okay. Seems like people just want to listen on this rack, which is fine. I don't need all the feedback every time. The more I look at this, if I'm going to run out, let's see here. I could bank the 7. But how do I break out that 1? The shot I see here to run out. Now, keep in mind, on these things, I'm trying to run out. You know, I might play a little different in league. You know, I have some different strategies. I have a one-shot game strategy, which is what I'm going to try now, and that strategy is simple. Let's run out. My multiple shot strategy in 8-ball is a little bit different. When I see a lot of problems, what I like to do off the break is I like to first establish. And so I'll look at the table and I'll decide what kind of chess match, if I were in a chess match and we had tied up balls all over the place, what do I want to be? Do I want to be stripes or solids in that chess match? I determine that right at the very beginning of the game. And so what my idea is for this strategy, it works for some of the lower divisions extremely well because you get multiple shots at the table a lot. Where in the higher divisions, 8-ball becomes more of a run-out game, especially on a bar box table. But if you're in a middle division, try this strategy. And it's a 2 and 3 shot strategy. And what I do is in the first shot, like I said, you establish which one of these do you want to be in the chess match. And then you choose that suit. And then when you remove that first ball and you establish, you don't want to take a ball that's going to open up your opponent. You want to take a different ball. And then immediately after that, you want to play a developing safety shot. Something that kind of plays safe, but also develops your balls to an advantageous position. Right? Which sometimes it's very difficult to find that shot. You know? So, Kai, what's up, buddy? Yeah, so the 2-shot strategy is great for like Super Vegas, Premier Division, any of the lower divisions where, you know, people like Guy Nicklin aren't playing and running out 20 racks a season. You know, this is more of a multiple shot strategy. And what you do, you establish, so in this case, what I would do in this case if I was in a lower division is I would take stripes, okay? And what I might do, it's a multiple shot strategy. What I might do is shoot this 9 ball in order to establish, right? And then what I might do next is play the 13-5 combo and leave the 13 over the hole. So now I've tied up the 6, and my stripe is also tying up the 7 ball. But I have an open 12, an open 10, an open 15, and my 11 is over the hole. And I have all those balls, and I just got to break out this problem with one of them, right? So that's advantageous, and that's a good strategy if you're playing a multiple shot strategy of 8-ball. And that's something that can be used very effectively. So this is the 15 guy. Are you thinking of the 15 ball? Yeah, 15 breaks to 14. Yeah, I like that too. If you're trying, like I said, if you're trying a one-shot strategy and you're trying to run out, I like the 15 breaking into the 1 ball, just like Guy. 15 comes into the 1, and what I'm hoping actually is I get a good angle on this 12 to either come into this 13-5 combo or come behind the 13 and kick it out somehow and get position on this 10 ball, right? So that's what I look at if I'm trying the run out. And if I'm going for my multiple shot strategy, I'm establishing with the 9. Then I'm going to roll this 13 over the 5 and leave it there and leave my opponent these 2 balls to shoot at. So they have this ball, this ball, this ball. But this ball is tied up by the 13 and this ball is tied up by the 15, and they have this problem here. I don't know if you can visualize that, but you would be in an extremely advantageous position because you would have balls over each corner, and then you would have 2 balls in the middle, and all you have to do within those 4 balls is develop this somehow. And like, if you could come into this pack and you have 2 stripes over each hole, your chances of coming out with and a shot in the middle, your chances of coming out with a shot are just glorious. So that's a great strategy to play for the lower divisions. But like I said, we try to run out here. The 4 and juice back for the break. This is a 2 ball. You think 2 ball? Or this is the 4, juice back for the breakout? I don't know. That's kind of... Yeah, it's something, right? It's something. But the thing is, this 9 ball is also in a bad spot. So if you don't hit that 4 perfectly on the rail to go by the 9, you got to hit it all the way out here. So you would need some serious speed to do that. I'm going to do the 15 and try to come into the 1. Okay, so by doing this, I'm going to cheat the pocket. I'm going to cut it into this side of the pocket to create the angle I need to come into these 2 balls here. Another way I could maybe do it is to play follow inside, but it's pretty easy to miss that and come too wide, especially if you got a super juicy stroke. So this one I like to play half a tip below center and right hand spin. All right, we got that out. I was really hoping to actually hold there and get a breakout shot onto the 12. No such luck. So what do we have now? This is tough now. It's getting tougher. I see the 10 in the side. The 10 also goes in the corner. This is the 10 ball right here. I could play the 10 up into the corner. I could play 10 in the middle. The 14 doesn't go under the 9 ball there, so I'd have to play a combination, which is a pretty difficult combination. I'm liking this 10 in the middle, and cue ball comes towards this 9 ball. Get a shot on the 9 or get a shot on the 14 up into this corner. There is a chance I could play enough top and actually miss the 9. It's pretty difficult. I could play the 10 in the corner as well. Guy plays the 10 in the corner. Oh, 4-3 for the breakout. I didn't see that. Guy likes the 10 in the corner. I got to get on my breakout angle, though. I like the 10 in the middle here all day, but it's just me. So I'm going to try the 10 in the middle. I'm going to try to come up and get that breakout angle that I need. I totally missed it. Way, way off. All right. So now we're low ball. So now what's the play? And Stripes has now opened up this hole, and that's the danger of going for the run out, right? When you go for the run out and you don't play that other strategy where you have the, like if I was playing BCA, I might have gone for that strategy there where I tie up both of the corners and honestly give my opponent a chance, because like I didn't really like their odds of getting out with solids in that scenario. But anyway, we tried Stripes and I dogged it. I didn't land off the breakout the way I wanted to, and it was all downhill from there basically. Also, I'm not amazing. Okay. Yeah, the corner is a bigger pocket. The 10 balls are smaller, or the side pocket's smaller, but you still have to get it close. I mean, I didn't even hit it close. This 1 ball is tied up, guys. It doesn't go there. So it needs some work. And I got a post in my way here. I think the play is to stroll down towards the 5, 3, and 4. Okay. Now we could play it safer, and we could play the 3 and come back towards the 6 ball and try to break it out a bit. We got the 4 ball. We have a lot of different shots here, but we got to get on this. We got to get on this 1 at some point. So what do you guys play here? Your solids. You also can play the triple combo here down the road. You know, you don't have to play the 5 and then the 6. I just usually stay away from combos if I can. It looks like the 6 might slide under that 7, but I haven't played for an hour or 2 here, so I'm pretty cold still. I might attempt that shot if I'm in stroke, but I mean, I started shooting when I started this stream, so I'm only a few shots in really right now. So not feeling confident in that. Bang time. Oh, I screwed up your 1 in the corner. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I like the 3 come into the 6 here. This is how I play it and come back for the 4 and 5. Another thing I could do here is actually play the 4. Well, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. This is how I play this. I like to play the 3 and come into the 6 here. Like this. And look at this. We developed it a little bit. Well, we might have tied up our 6. Might have tied up our 6 now. Yeah. So now the 6 goes up there. So we tied up the 6. I hit a little too hard. I didn't mean to nudge it that much. but I am on the 7. And if I draw back just slightly, I might be able to pot the 4 and stun down for the 6. Then I would be out from there. Another shot I have is the 1. The 1's bringing me towards the 6. Right? Well, let's try this. And just try to draw back a little bit to give me an angle on the 1 to get to the 6 next. That looks pretty good. Now we're going to play the 1 and we're going to try to stun draw. We actually have a pretty tight window here. And we're coming across the line, so this is a really touchy shot. You know what I think, guys? I might even be able to stun right into this window here and play the 6 into this open pocket. That might be... It's a touchy shot, but either way, both of these shots are touchy. I guess I could have played for a stop shot and bank. I could bank the 6 as well into the corner. Bank corner on the 6 is an option. What do you guys play here? 1 and the 6. So where do you play the 6? How do you shoot it? I'll show you the potting angle. This is the potting line here. So I'm 1 cue ball to the left of the potting angle here. For me, it's a stun. Can bring me straight here. I could cinch the ball with outside and hold it to right here probably. And I could play the bank, right? And I also can play this with half a tip below center, stun draw, and come down here for the 6 into the same corner. These are all shots I'm capable of making, and I could also miss the shot as well. But what do you guys think? Yeah, I could run into the 6. Yeah, I mean the 14 guy could totally run into the 14. Come into the 14, Anno says as well. You guys play the same way, eh? For me, I would rather try to get under the 6 and come into the back of the 6, if anything. Because I don't like coming into the 14, hitting it bad and ending up right here. I don't like hitting the wrong side of the 14 and scratching into the side. So for me, I wowould never come into the 14 here. That's just me. Not to say you guys are wrong. You guys beat me at 8-ball all the time. And you run out more than I do probably. But for me, that's not an option. For me, I think the option is my first option. Try to stun draw just below the 6 and play it in the same corner. Just like that. That's how I play it. Okay, now I'm just perfect on this ball. I'm just on the slight right side, so I'm going to actually try to float this right here so that I can play the 5 or the 4. Just a nice stun run through here. All right. Easy for me to lose the 4 ball, lose the cue ball off the 4. I could accidentally hook myself behind the 8. I could easily get funny and hook myself behind the 13 here. So for me, the easiest shot here is to play the 5. Pretty guaranteed shape on the 4. So I'm just gonna cheat the pocket slightly and draw back just a little bit. Didn't want to be bridging over a ball, but think here I play the 8 into the same pocket, but maybe not. Let me look at it here. Bridging over, so I think I could just play this with top spin. There we go. 8-ball in the corner. There it is, rack number 2. Well, we haven't run out anything yet. I'm working on the table presence, guy. I go for a walk every morning at 6 a.m. I walk for 35, 40 minutes. Right now it's like about, well, it's just kind of a loop around my house that I do every morning, 6 a.m. And I get home about 6:45, 6:35. Depending on my pace. And I'm about 2 weeks into it now, just over 2 weeks. I'm trying to create a habit, trying to get my middle under control before we get too old to do anything about it. And I'm about 6 foot and I weigh about 235 pounds. So I'd like to get under 200. Fortunately for me, I hold all my weight in the middle. So I come from a long line of beer bellies. I don't really drink too much beer myself, but looking forward to the CSI event in Red Deer. Play on those Predator tables. It's going to be nice. Thanks for joining the stream, Jenny. Have a good night. What's going on here? Did my stream freeze? Looks like my stream froze. No freeze? Oh, okay. Pro event? What? Get out of here, guy. Of course I'm not playing the pro event. It's too short. Race to 4, $500 bucks. I don't have that kind of money to throw at them. I wish I did, but I don't. Entry is $370 US for that. It's a Pro Series event. So it's 2 races to 4 of 9-ball. And if you tie both races to 4, then you do the shootout, right? Okay, rack 3. Oh my goodness, great cue ball control, but we didn't make a ball. Unbelievable. No, I'm just gonna play Scotch doubles, CSI event with my wife, and I'm gonna play singles 8-ball. In the bronze division. Is it bronze or is it gold? Maybe the gold division. I'm not platinum though. My Fargo is 627 or something like that. So, MHF, what's up? Thanks for coming to the stream. Hey guys, here's rack number 3, and it's an open table. What's the play? Here we always start with low ball. We look at low ball first. We try to determine what shots do we have and what are our problems. Low ball, our problems obviously the 2. The 7's not a huge problem because it goes in that corner, but it is kind of limited. You got to be around here. And for the 6 ball as well, you got to kind of fall into this window here in order to be able to pot that 6 ball. And oftentimes with these type of shots, it's very easy to get yourself in trouble with, because you want to be on this side of the ball, on this side of the 6, so that you can shoot and avoid all these problems. But oftentimes what ends up happening is you end up slightly on the wrong side. And now you got to negotiate these issues, right? So that's something to be very aware of if you choose low ball. What do we have for an opener? Can we even shoot the 6 right off the bat? Looks like we can, and we're on the right side of it. It's very tight though coming by this. I don't know if I can miss the 13, but I could potentially shoot this 6 ball first, come out and get this 7 out of the way. And that would leave these balls, right? So, something to think about. 13 past the 6, let me see. But that would be for low ball. So, low ball's looking okay. But now let's look at high ball. Bang time. The 13 does not pass the 6. The 13 is the one by the 6. 13 does not pass the 6. However, the 13 does go up into this corner, and you have a 9 and 10 in order to get position to be there. So it's pretty easy to fall on that 13 ball, in my opinion. I might even leave that 13 as my key ball if I were so bold. But the thing is, we got to break this out. I like stripes here, guys. I'm going to tell you why. Because of this 14-12 combo, and because of the ease of this combo, and potentially the ease to get a breakout shot position on my next shot to come into the 2, break out the 15, and have a shot on the 7. That's why I like high ball here. Did you guys see that? My end pattern, it's going to depend what happens there, but you know, play the 11. I don't see a problem. All the straight pool I've been playing, I don't see a problem getting out here. There are a lot of angles I can end up with, and I could play this 13, then the 9, or I could play the 10, then the 9, then the 13. There are a lot of options here that I like. What I don't like for solids here is this is almost the only opener I have. I could shoot the 1. I guess, look at that, shoot the 1. I shoot the 1, I come 2 rails up for the 4 or the 3, and I use the 3 to break out the 2. That's a shot on solids. Then I leave these 2 balls kind of for last. Right? Do you guys like solids here or stripes? 4 stripe in the side, bang time says. Or take the 1, then the 6. Yeah, the 1, then the 6 is a good plan too. Anno says 4-12 combo to the side, roll up in the 14 for shape 2 breakout. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Let's see. I don't know if I can hold this combo for the breakout. It's really hard. I gotta hit it so pocket weight that this might not be the shot. Very interesting. I still feel like stripes are the ones to run out here. Not sure if I can hold this. I think I might be able to though. Let me try. Let's try strikes. We're going to go forward and we're going to try to cut this. We're going to cut, because of the angle I have, I'm going to try to flatten out my angle and use spin and spin the ball as much as possible so that I can get nice on this breakout. I got to be right about here. It's very important to get good position here. Another thing I like about playing top on this shot is, for me, playing top is the most reliable position that I can play. It is hard to tell with the camera angle, but I agree with you, Andreas, that is the right shot. So I'm going to try that. And I got to be like right here with the cue ball. So I want to visualize that along that line somewhere. And you know what? I think I can do that. I think I can hold that. Just a really light grip and just a lot of spin here to throw this 4-ball. And just let the cue ball just gently, let the cue gently do its work on this ball. This is a very slow speed. And I think we might have just got there. Maybe we didn't even go far enough. Maybe we even held it too much. Jeez, I might have held it too much. Wow, I didn't think I could hold it that much. Honestly, I didn't. Now what? We're on the wrong side of this 14 ball. Damn it. Unreal. It's a very fine line on that breakout shot, though. You got to get, like, I'm just slightly, oh, it's so bad. I'm just slightly on where I have no room to cheat this to the left. I'm dead straight, and it's dead straight to the far left of the pocket. If I was dead straight to the middle of the pocket, sure, I could cheat it and still create my angle. But I'm at this place right here where I can't create the angle I need. So I tell you what I'm going to try to do here. I'm going to jack up this 9-ball with a lot of inside spin, and I'm going to come off this top cushion, and I'm going to come back and try to break this out. That's the play, I think. So I have to cut this thin because I can't see the 11. 13 doesn't go. Might be able to cut this thin, like I said, and come into these balls if I play a little bit of inside spin here. Straighten out the cue ball. There it is. There it is. Okay, so we solved that issue. Now it's all about how do we get out from here? What's our pattern? So our key ball now is this 13. We have to get good on it. So, you know, and then we have options, but the trick is we have to get decent on this 13 ball. So in order to do that, we want to be straight or slightly above this 10 so that we can roll it in and use the cushion. What we don't want to be is cutting this 10 in and coming into the 6. I mean, we could make it work, but that's not what we want to do, right? We want to be almost dead straight in stop shot. So let me look at the angle I have on the 11 here, and it looks like I can pot this in and roll up into position for this 10 ball stop shot. Then we got the 13. Depending how we end up on the 13 will depend whether we stun over for the 15 or we roll ahead for the 14. We're not there yet. We got to get good on this 10. You got to really focus on these shots. They seem easy, but this is really the key shot of the rack right here. And we're pretty good on this 10. We're on the right side of it. position. That was key. Yeah, I agree with your pattern there, Bang Time. I agree with the pattern. It's all going to depend, though, how I get on this 13 ball. Because if I get slightly on this side of the 13, which is better than being on the wrong side. Let's see here. Let me see the angle I have. I'm dead straight. I can stop it dead. So if I stop it dead, I have a slight angle. Cue ball rolls up, comes up for that 14 next. Right? There we go. Now we want to be almost straight on this 14. So we have a really nice angle here to use the 4 ball to get position. So I don't think about this. I just think about I'm getting the cue ball to come into the 4. The cue ball is going to stop on the 4, and I'm going to have the perfect angle on my 14. So I'm just focusing on the pot here. On these shots, the easiest way to miss these type of shots, especially on a bar box, is to hit the outside cushion. So you want to aim to the inside, because a lot of the time if you're playing pocket weight, you could hit the rail first, even up here somewhere. It might not take it on my table, but on a regular bar table, that's still going to go in. You could hit like almost a half a diamond above, and the cue ball will still go in. So when I aim these shots, I'm aiming for the left side of the pocket, the long rail side here of the pocket. It's where I'm aiming. I get my contact point there, because if I do miss-hit this a little bit, or throw it a little bit, or get a kick, it's still going to give me the best chance to make the pocket as big as possible. And speed is an important thing too. You want to hit at a good speed so the pocket opens up for you. Yeah, you can't miss it by that much. That was terrible. That was absolutely awful. Okay, well that was a poor stroke. I kind of tensed up on that. And I'm trying a new thing with the stroke to try to relax it, and well, it didn't work for me there. So I'm going to go ahead and run out these solids now, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. For me, I play the 6, I come under. I play the 7 and I come towards here so that I have multiple balls to shoot at. And then I figure it out from there. This is just playing the vultures. The vulture, as my friend says, coming back up to the table and cleaning house. I come up with the 7 ball. And now, without even thinking, I just come into position where I have a lot of different opportunities. I overhit that. So many options here. Like I said, I'm not even really concerned. I just like to take the shots that are going to give me the most opportunity. Right? Now I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty, so now I got to have more of a plan. You know, more of a plan here. Be nice to get on this 5 ball. If I were on the 3 right now, I might even consider it, but I'm going to try to get on the 5. Looks like I overhit it, but now what do I want to play? How do I want to do this here? I'm bridging over now. I'm losing my cue ball here a lot, guys. I'm not really in stroke here. Losing my cue ball quite a bit. So when you're losing your cue ball quite a bit, you want to play to areas like towards position, so that, so that's why I'm looking at this 4 ball, and I'm looking at coming in here, because from here, bank, all the way to here, I have different shots to play. So if I were to roll that out, it would probably be like, probably be like 3/4 of the cue length that I could fall into if you were to draw it out. I could go anywhere from here to here to here, all the way to there. If you were to line that out, I could be within this amount of space and still have a shot. So as long as I avoid the scratch, I should be okay here. So I'm going to cut this thin, try to come in behind this 5. Okay, look at this. I'm coming behind the 3. See, I had so many different ways to get out with a shot there that it was pretty hard to mess that up. And those are the kind of shots you want to play when you're under pressure, right? Shots where a lot of good things can happen. People call it lucky, but it's not lucky. It's playing percentage shots. When you're playing the right shot with the right percentage, you have a better opportunity to get out of wraps, right? So there you go. Man, we should have got that run out. I was cheesed off. I missed this shot. Too much talking about shots and less just shooting it in. Look at that, I missed it twice. Inexcusable. You guys enjoying the show? You have anything you want to chat about? Do you have any tips? Somebody give me a tip. Give me a tip. I can't give all the tips. Give me a frickin' tip. How do I shoot this shot better? I got this. How do I play this shot better? I missed it. I missed it to the... Shit, I had it up here. It wasn't even like that. It was like this. Man, gotta hit it a couple times. Anyway, rack number 4. Rack number 4. Stream is brought to you by the Alpha Rack, which I have set up here. It's by far the best template rack on the market, in my opinion. The guy doesn't even really sell them anymore. He just kind of does it as a hobby. This thing is so good, it's a terrible business plan, because you buy one and you only ever need one. So, it's not like a deteriorating product. It's a fantastic product, and if you own a hall, you could literally buy one of these things and set up your entire hall with templates. If you wanted, you could just do 9-ball, or you could just do 10-ball, but I have it set up for 8-ball right now. But you have that versatility. You don't have to buy it or grab a different rack for 9-ball or 10-ball or 8-ball. You just put the template on and you just use the reinforcements you need. And I just bought the clear ones now, and you can't even tell it's there. Also, fun fact, clear reinforcements or white reinforcements are thinner than any magic rack. So the likelihood of them disturbing the path of the ball is less. That's just a fact. I've measured it with my caliper. Okay, here we go. This is rack 4, right? Dry break again. Dry break. I didn't hit him square. Okay, first thing I'm looking at is this 13. Doesn't go. Okay, so we got stripes and solids. Let's break down the solids first, as usual. We got a tough 4-ball and we got a tough 3-ball. The 4-ball will bank if you get rid of these 2 balls. Another thing I noticed straight away is you could play the 7 off the 11 into the side, and that will open up the 4 as well. The 1 ball goes, but it's pretty tricky because it's hard to get a good angle on this 1 and get out of there. You got to get the perfect angle. If you end up too straight, you have to draw it back. If you have a nice little angle, you can get the cue ball forward and get back out to the center of the table. So that's something to think about with the solids. The 5 and 6 look wide open, but the fact is they're not, because they're blocked by this 14 to this corner. They're blocked by the 12 to that corner, but they both do go into this corner. They are kind of sitting funny to the middle though as well. Like if you get up here, you can make the 6, but you cannot shoot the 5 by the 6, so you need to hit the 6 first. And then you got the problem of the 3. How do you break it out? Those are the problems for the solids. Let's look at the stripes. Stripes, we got the easy opener right here, which we would be smart to start with that. The 12 ball, it looks like I can sneak it by the 1, honestly, but it's really close. I can't really tell. I'd have to be like right down on the ball shooting it, but it will go up into this corner. The 14 ball is a great ball to break out this 8 and 13 with, right? So, you know, and we could even get from the 11 to the 9 to under the 12 and play the 12. Then shoot the 15, come to the rail here. We're on the right side of the 14. Break into the, shoot the 14 in, break into the 13-8. Not too hard, just want to push the 8 out here and the 13 down here and get position on the 10, and we're out. That's the run out I see for stripes. So I can actually see a run out. For solids, I can't really see one. Like, let's look at it again. So I shoot the 2. And then I come up into the 5, or I bounce past the 5. Then what I'd want to do is play the 7 into the middle off the 11 and open the 4. And then what I'd like to do soon after that is use that 4 to break out the 3-8 and then figure out the rest of the rack. But I don't really have much of a plan. It's a lot of what if, what if, what if, what if, what if. Where with the stripes, I can actually see a path. So for me, it's stripes here. What is it for you guys? Yeah, you like the stripes too, eh, buddy? You and I see tables very similar. It's beautiful. Okay, so 13, 9, 12, 15, 14 breakout, 10, 13, 8. Here goes. Oh, screw up right off the bat. Look at that. Just screwed it up. That was so stupid. Why didn't I come into it harder? All right. Well, now it's defense, right? I guess solids are going to see how to get out here. I can kick this 9 ball into the corner here, but it's really tough. So what's the shot here? What is the shot? I'm going to try to 2 rails, kick this 15 into the corner. I'm going to use the parallel angle system here. And I'm going to 2 rail this 15 in. Maybe even get a breakout. Let's see how this works. Oh, I hit it. And I got the breakout. Look at that. All right, low ball. For me, the 1 ball is the tough ball here. You got to get on it, and you can get on it right away, so you might as well. Right? Get this 1 ball out of the way. All right. Got the 7 ball. Be nice to be right on the cushion here. Got a slight angle. Maybe we can come into this 8-3 with some topspin and get a breakout. Get a little bit of development. If we hit this 8 ball out, the 3 will go, right? Oh man, and I missed. I missed the shot. Okay. This is a bit of a game, hey, this one. So now we're stripes. And I see the bank shot as the opener. Another smart opener is actually playing this 12, but because it's less of a sellout, right? You can roll it, and well, I guess if you miss it, you're leaving your opponent the 5. I don't know. My confidence is shaken right now because I just missed a bunch of balls. I missed position off my first ball. You know, I didn't get out. I missed the pot on the 4 ball for breakout. And I probably lost all my viewers too because people don't like to see you miss. So right now I'm feeling pretty sad. But that's part of the mental game, and that's what we talk about here too. Sometimes you get concerned about all these outside variables, and you have to get yourself back on track. How do you do that? You've done what I've done here. You've gotten in. You should have gotten out, but you didn't. You're not feeling confident. You're not stroking the ball well. What do you do to get back on track? Do you have any tips for that? Let me know in the comments. What do you do when you're not feeling confident and it's your turn at the table and your team is depending on you? What do you do? Been reading a lot about breathing techniques. I'll give you guys a breathing technique. It's called box breathing. It's been done by Navy SEALs. It's been done by SWAT team. It's been done by a lot of people that get put into serious situations. And it's called box breathing. And what it does is it helps you to lower your heart rate, relax, and focus on a situation. Box breathing. It's a very cool skill, and I'll teach you guys how to do it right now, okay? So you're shaky, you're in the tournament, and you want to calm yourself down quickly. Your heart is beating out of your chest. It could be excitement, it could be anxiety. You need to be aware of what it is. If it's excitement, embrace it. Say, yeah, I'm just excited to perform here. That's why I feel this way. You know, some people really thrive on that type of feeling. If it's anxiety, you're worried about something, oh, I'm going to miss, or you're worried about what people think, or you're worried about all these outside things that you don't need to be worried about. How do you center yourself and get back on track? I'm going to give you one tip, box breathing. So with box breathing, it's a 4 count, okay? It's 4 counts. And it's in through the nose for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, and hold for 4. So it's called a box because it's 4, 4, 4, 4. It's 4-sided. And I've heard actually from one of my fellow teammates that when he was training for the police, what they do actually is before they're going to go into a building or enter a dangerous situation, the person in front of them that's going to bust down the door or whatever is the one that starts the count. And everybody behind them breathes at the same time, and everybody gets that Zen moment of focus and gets their heart rate down so that they can really pay attention and be aware of the situation that they're going into. So, I mean, if it's good enough for that kind of scenario, I'm pretty sure it's good enough for league pool. Try it, box breathing. I'll do it for you. Anyway, you get the gist. It's counts of 4, in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4, and repeat. Give that a try next time you're in a tense situation. That's my tip of the day for you guys. Give that a try. Now that I'm so relaxed, I'm going to hit this bank. Imagine if I missed that bank, how stupid it would look. I don't know what I'm doing here. I didn't really plan it out. Just kind of winging it. But the way I look at it is I got to get on this 13 ball somehow. So I can try that right now. Or I can try it off of the 12. I don't like it off of the 12 though. Well, maybe. See if I can get nice on this 12. Oh no, that's terrible. Whoa, whoa. Oh, maybe it's perfect. Oh, might end up perfect here. I gotta get on this 10, or this 13, sorry. Very tight window. I want to hit right here. Really tight window. Whoa, we got there. Okay. I'm actually going to draw off this 4 just to give myself a little bit more of an angle. Famous last words. Yeah, I didn't get the angle I wanted. But I have a cut here. I don't know how I'm going to hold this. Or if I can go around the table here. You know, I might be able to get around and come back by the 5 and get to the 8 here. It's very possible. So I have to come into this rail here and come through here. It's a tough shot. Play a little bit of bottom outside here. Oh, a little bit heavy, but we got there. Not a bad shot. I don't know if I'm going to scratch here. I could possibly scratch into the side here. I could try to bank this in. Oh, just barely. But that's the reason why I chose that, because we're leaving it tough for our opponent. We're tying up the pocket. We're putting all the pressure on our opponent with that shot, right? Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, I like that too. I'm so straight in on this 5, it's retarded. Sorry if I offended you with the word retarded, but it used to be a real word. Anyway, I'm going to draw this, and I'm just going to try to draw this all the way back, see if I can do it. This is a dead straight ball. Yeah, that was a tough shot. Trying to draw back for the, anyway, that's game over there for the Stripes to win that game. I was dead straight. Let's try this a few times. I watched a Shane Van Boning video where he said on these long straight ones, he focuses on where the object ball is touching the cloth. Right here. That's where he focuses his eyes on these straight shots, which seems to really help. It was my stroke that's missing the shot, not the aiming. There we go. Yeah, so it was a lack of focus. Try this one now. Got a kiss on the floor here. Oh! All right, last game, guys. Game number 5. Thank you so much for your support and tuning in and participation. Really appreciate it. Trying to build a little community here where we talk about 8-ball. As you see, I'm not an amazing player. Just an average Joe like everyone else. And just trying to improve my game. A lot of the time when I'm practicing on my own, I play a lot better than probably what you see here, but this is in order to try to help improve my game. Because playing in front of a stream puts pressure on you. And the more you play under pressure, when it comes up in the tournament, the more prepared for the pressure you are. So that's why I'm doing this. That, and I'm also trying to give back to the community and create a platform where we can help each other as amateur players. Players that, are maybe semi-pro or, semi-serious about the game, or maybe you're just like a weekly player. Myself, I used to take it a lot more seriously. Now I'm more of a weekly player. I like to play with my family. I like to, just have a night out with friends and play some pool because I'm obsessed with pool. I don't just love pool. I'm absolutely obsessed with pool, and I have been for many, many years. So thanks a lot. Please share the stream. And if I could suggest something for your game, I have good friends over at Q Sports Live, and they have the Q Sports Live International Pool League. I am not getting paid or sponsored in any way by them. I have participated in that league, and it's very worthwhile. It's a lot of fun. You record yourself at home playing versus the Ghost. They have 8-ball, they have 9-ball, and it's separated by ability. Right? And it's also separated by table. The players that play on 9-foot tables don't compete against the players that play on 7-foot tables. So there are different divisions for 7-foot and 8-foot plus. But check them out, cslipl.com. And that's a free plug for my friends. They run a very cool league. All right, let's try rack number 5. This one's from my buddy Clay. I'm going to do his break, which is kind of the middle on this diamond and on the line. And the arm in the pocket. And what you're trying to do is hit this just slightly off center, get the cue ball off the side cushion and back. This is how we do this. I hit the wrong side of it, but we actually made a ball and got a pretty decent break. All right. What do you guys see here? Right away the stripe jumps up at me, but we're gonna skip past that and we're gonna look at solids first. That's what we always do. Let's look at the solids first. All right. Solids, we got these two balls tied up right here, but look at this. We could play the 4 and break into those straight away. But do we get a shot on them? I mean, if we break into them, the 7 ball rolls down here, the 1 ball goes over there. And, you know, if the cue ball stops right there, you know, we may have a shot on the 5. If we hit the left side of the 1, that would be best because we would split these up and the cue ball could roll down for the 6. That might be a good shot. So let's see here. If we played this, it's pretty tough here. We gotta spin this in and miss the 9. And we can only come square into this 1 ball. So kind of tough to get what we want there. What about high ball? High ball I like. The only thing we gotta do is break out this 12. You know? And I like doing that off the 11. And see here if I can get a good position. I could play the 9 right now, right? But I kind of want to leave it there. And I'm kind of thinking if I play this 13 and come down here, I give myself a decent angle to try to come into those. And then if I come into those, I can roll up for one of these shots and leave the 9 ball there as kind of insurance. Another thing I might be able to do actually is break it out off of the 9 ball, which that would be a really great shot. If I could shoot the 9 and break these out, because then we're leaving this 11 ball as a insurance ball. That would be the best case scenario. Is there a way we can do that? I don't know if I can cut it thin enough to come 1 rail into the 8. Because, you know, if I open the 8 through here and not make it, then that might be good enough to win this rack. And I think that's what I'm going to try to do, you guys. So cut the 9 thin and come into the 8-12. Let's see how this works. I missed it. I had a feeling that might happen. That might push by. I might not get a good shot on that. I didn't hit it thin enough, and I needed to play it with a little bit of inside spin. So I hit it too thick. It was easy to make it and still not miss, but I hit it way too thick. So now what, you guys? Now that I messed that up. I've been messing up a lot of stuff today. We got the 14 ball. I could try to break this off, you know, right now. What do you see here? Do you see anything? Well, I'm going to go for the breakout off of this 11 ball here. Got a little bit of a breakout. Not totally out of the woods, but we got a shot on the 13 here. So let's see. Let's play this and try to come back up for another kick at the cat. Alright. It's getting pretty dodgy here. It's looking like I'm going to have to play into this area here and go for a Hail Mary bank side on the 12. It's pretty much all I'm going to have left at this point. Or the 12 will also bank corner. So that's the plan. Does this even bank side? This might barely bank side. Better chance for a bank corner. Stun through this window for bank corner. It's pretty desperate. Well, let's consolidate our chances here. What else can we do? Do we have enough to come off this cushion here and get past this and get a breakout? Like, can we cut this in? It looks like this 5 is pretty huge. It's coming in the way of the breakout. So I don't like that. I like trying to just shoot this in and then come across for that 12 ball and play bank corner on it, I think. Got a stun there, now I got a stun down here. Or draw it over here. Let's see how it looks. Looks like the draw is the shot. Or the stun. Let's see here. Where do I need to be? Can I do a Buddy Hall slack whip in action and break into these balls? I could. Would I come out with a shot? Probably not. Is there a way I can come into the 6 ball somehow? Because if I came into the 6, I might be able to shoot this. No, I don't like that either. That's terrible. It's looking like cheat the pocket to the left, stun this cue ball through here, through all this danger, and end up somehow on a bank corner. I think that's the shot. Unless there's a chance I can draw in front of this. Right? Let's see, can I draw? No, I like that shot. I think that's the way to go. Oh, and we froze. Needed to miss that 4 ball. So now we're Hail Mary, kick, bank the 12. Okay? Man, I wish I had that just the tips video on one rail kicking here. Because I forget he showed a good one rail kick system. Probably be good for this. I like his videos, Andrew Cleary. Okay, I will try to kick bank this. Well, I think it was a good hit. So let's just say it was. And now we have a tough, we're solids. We got a tough 4 ball here. But I see like, does it go off the 8 in the middle? Pretty tough to do that. So, be nice to play this 1 off the 8. I don't know if I have the angle for that. But I could play the 1 and the 6 and the 7 off of the 8. I could do that for sure. So let's go 2, 1, 6, 7 off the 8. 2. Oh man, I landed funny on this. I might be able to make this off the 8 now that I can hit the 7 first. So I'm going to try to do that. Try to get this, overcut this as much as possible and hit off the 8 ball. Nice. Okay. I'm going to draw back for this 6-7 here and make my way back up table. Yeah. I'll do it like that. I'll come up towards this 5. Wanted to be straighter on this. Play the window. And the 8 ball in the corner pocket. There it is. Well, that's a wrap for tonight, folks. Let me know. Give me some feedback if you like the show. Please leave a thumbs up on the video. And if you have any suggestions on how we can make this show better, I'm definitely open to any ideas you guys may have. Just want to thank you all again for the support. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. And have yourself a great weekend. Until next time.